What's up, you guys? It's Gianna and I
have my haircut. Look, she's a short girl. Who is she? Who is she? Ah.
Okay, I could just be like, bitch, what'd you say?
I have so many hair products in my hair that this may just blow up. So, views, you know? Today I'm going to be assisting you in creating a Mabon-esque spell. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna create manifestation, our wishes and whatever with apples. Mabon has passed, kind of. I mean, we're still in the fall season. It's October like 5th or something. And I just feel like apples are always a really good way to create magic and manifest. So I wanna share how I do it with you guys. Super fun. I'm scared to put my hair back because then I look like that. What you're going to be needing, maybe I should get to that, yeah, is a candle. This candle is specifically here for energy, along with lighting things like Palo Santo or sage. You're also going to be needing a stick candle or a tea light. So your preference, it's going to go in our apple. You choose what you feel comfortable with, jabbing one of these in there or just having a tea light kind of float on the top. Again, I didn't really explain like what this does, but you're going to see it's basically just manifesting for what it is you're desiring within the upcoming year or so. And it's pretty simple, but it's just a fun spell. And the apple inside, once you cut it, has the 4 elements because it's like a pentacle shape. So that is extra protection, and that's why I love using that, along with the fact that it's the fall season. When you use the elements that we are currently experiencing, for us, autumn, then it's just even furthering your magic and connection to nature. This is optional, but I'm gonna be using this. Sorry, it's in a weird container. This is from my work. So that's why it's in this container. Again, I always say color magic. If you're doing something health related or communication related, you're gonna be using a blue type of mica or glitter. This is what that is. It gives it the sheen. As you're watching the candle drip, it just furthers the manifestation process because you're physically seeing it. We have purple. Purple is good for spirit communication, success, power spells, also healing as well. Green and gold kind of go hand in hand. The green is usually for healing and abundance, and the gold is usually for the manifestation, abundance, along with gold correlates with money. So you see that it's like a higher state of what you're looking for. And pink, of course, for love, for friendship, lust, whatever you're looking for. I'm gonna set that aside. That is totally optional, but important. And then this is something you're really gonna need. This is a bowl of water. You don't have to put it in a pot, but I did. And salt. This is gonna be a salt bath for your apples. And for people who don't understand, why don't you just wash them in the sink? Basically, you want yourself to be hands-on during this whole process. You want your hands involved because these are your manifestation makers. And when you get apples from the store or even pick them on a tree, they have been touched by other people. You know, people planted the tree or people have played around with the apples, decided if they wanted them or not, and it has all of that energy on it. So we want this to be clear. Next thing that I feel like is really important that if you don't have, I'd say grab a piece of paper, write down some inspiring words that you want to correlate with the magic that you're doing. So let's say you wanted something to do with love, you're gonna write unconditional love on there, something like that. These are just oracle cards. We're gonna pick one that makes sense to our spell to just hold underneath the apple while it burns. I haven't specifically picked the manifestation I'm looking for today. As you can imagine, I have a ton going on in my head, but the basis of the card I chose is focusing on peace. This is what I want the intention to be behind this, that when you get all riled up, you just find that peace within and bring yourself back down to a grounded state. Oh, and you're gonna need a knife. Duh, you need a knife. So you need a knife to cut the apple in half to reveal the protection star inside, as well as carving your intention. So if you want to use a pocket knife, go ahead and use that. I can't find mine that I normally have at my altar, so I'm using something like this. Let's do the salt. I don't have too much salt in here, but I'm just gonna do a circle for protection. plop the apples in. Pretty simple. As you can see, I don't know if you just saw that, but there's black soot coming off of this candle, which indicates it's releasing a lot of negative energy. So there might be some people working against me currently, or just evil presences thinking about me, something like that. It doesn't always mean that, but usually when my candles smoke black, there's just like a weird energy around me, and the candle's doing its job to get rid of that. Okay, I'm just gonna soak the apple and just speak my intention. Let me just pick something to manifest. Okay. Positive thoughts. Simple as that. If you want to go deeper into manifestation, like money and jobs and relationships and whatever, today I'm going to do a light one just because I'm demonstrating and I'm like not really in the zone because I'm showing you everything. Now what I'm going to be doing is cutting our apple in half. Woo. Okay, again, be super careful. I like to, when I have a duller knife, kind of stick the tip of it in first.
Is it good?
Oh shit, okay. These are kind of messed up now, but these are the seeds. And if you want to keep the seeds, you can use the seeds in the spell work. Just kind of layer it around the candle. Because what this does is it's showing the seeds for the beginning of the journey, the manifestation. But in general, here is what you're left with. This is why I wanted you to use the apple in half instead of fully digging into the apple, is because of the star of protection that we have here. What I'm gonna do now is just create a place for my candle to go. Kind of just going in a circle where the star is, because that's the most powerful piece of the apple. And I'm gonna cut sideways, trying to not hurt myself, and kind of just pop that out. I'm just gonna draw on here with the same knife. Again, be super careful, maybe use something sharper than I'm using. I'm gonna draw on the butt of the apple, and I'm just gonna write positive thoughts. Start dressing the candle. Traditionally, people would use some type of oil to decorate the candle, or another form of wax to keep on these colors, but I'm specifically just going to put on the color, and maybe I'll dip a little water with it just to have like a base. So again, the salt water, it's important because you're cleansing everything. And depending on what the spell is for, since I want to have positive thoughts, I'm going to draw it towards me like this. If you wanted to get rid of something or get rid of a habit, you're going to push it out that way. I'm going to use the gold just because thoughts, positive thoughts, to me, I think of the color yellow. You can also associate this with what you think. So if like to you, love or happiness is a certain color that not traditionally what it is, like say you associate love with blue, use a blue instead of like a red or something. And again, optional, but if you do have something at home but you don't have the glitter, focus on using possibly some herb and oil. Just pick a carrier oil like almond oil. It's all over my hands, I love it, magical. Some avocado oil, and then dip it in an herb, whatever it is, calendula, peppermint, lavender, whatever you feel, and just decorate it. So you can see the yellow sheen on there, I'm pretty sure. Pick up on that. I'm gonna light some Palo Santo and just ask for positive energy to run over this spell, connection to the divine, to give me intuitive messages and thoughts. I'm gonna just run this over myself and you guys. And the candle base. You can gaze at this candle and just think about positive energy and your intention while looking at the candle. That is a form of meditation. Our card is still over here. I decided not to put it right under the apple just in case wax drips, but I'm gonna put it right next to it, kind of slide it under a little bit, and this is just going to further the focus of peace. I want you to let this burn all the way down, and then another fun part of it is once it's burned down, you could take the remaining residue, whether that be apple, the seeds, a little bit of the wax, the glitter, and make an oil out of it. Mix up the ingredients, use it for 7 days. This is furthering your spell, finishing it up. If you don't want to do that, your spell is already complete. Just let this fully burn down and you've set your intention. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick Mabon apple spell wish tutorial. Wow. I will see you guys in another video. Mwah. Love you so, so much.